Buffet. Oh, I need a dance. I don't know if this is a dance or not, but this is for my son. He does it all the time. Okay, Sean from Legacy Event Group. We are here at the Masonic Temple doing a live stream test. The Masonic Temple has been one of our favorite venues for a long time. We've been here so many different times and done so many different events that the room setup, the first dance down here with guests on the balcony, the room lighting that we can change, so many wonderful things for the Masonic Temple. I'm going to go through a couple of them now. One little update. We're only working with 3 cameras right now. We have our 4th cameraman, Mike, who is at a consultation coming down. So we're only working with 3 cameras for this test. 2 are going to be motion, and then 1's going to be a stationary of the room. So one more thing. These are all tests. We're having a great time doing these tests. We're having amazing success with the tests and the places that we are going. So we are going to continue these tests. But if you hear something, if you see something, if you see someone wearing sweatpants or tennis shoes or something like that, these are just tests. We're making sure that the system works here. We're making sure that we can offer this service in the venues that we're going to. And this is a live streaming service. So we are streaming this to 6 or 7 different streaming sites. It depends on what the client chooses. We also have our internal streaming site that we're able to stream to also if you're looking for a little more privacy. So we have the ability to do a lot of different things, but the goal here is that if you have a guest that can't be here, if you have a guest that probably shouldn't be here because of the situation that we are in with COVID-19, you can still choose this option and allow everyone to be a part of your special day by choosing the streaming option that we have at Legacy Event Group. We are also partnering with Agape Media to be able to not just provide you with the streaming option, but also provide you with professional videographers that are at Agape Media and an end product if you choose that package, which will embrace all of your wonderful memories for a lifetime. Okay, we're going to walk around and take a look at some of the features of this venue. One of the things I want to mention right away is going to be the floor plan is wide open. And that is an awesome thing for any venue because the layout can be whatever you choose for the layout to be. In this room, we have done head tables up here. We've done sweetheart tables up here. We've done a family style. We've done a runway show. One of the things that we don't mention enough about this is all of the events that we can do with this streaming opportunity. It's not just weddings. It's anything. It's runway shows. It's product launches. It's corporate events. It's presentations from corporations that want to stream out to other branches that they have. Anything that you want to do, this streaming option is a great option. But the room layout can be whatever you want it to be, and we can accent that by either lighting one wall with uplighting, lighting the entire room with uplighting, or having one accent wall one color and one accent wall the other. Really, it's up to you, your floor plan, your design. This is a great, beautiful space, but it allows us the customization that we don't always get at some venues. So, I'm going to mention a little bit of the layout when it comes to how we normally will do. There, you can have service from Elite Catering is incredible here. You can have it done by serving or by a buffet. If we're doing a buffet, one of the great things about this venue is behind these walls, these foldable walls, is where the buffet could go. So back behind there is where the preparation of the buffet is. Elite's display, as far as food goes, is one of the best. It's not just delicious. The display is always jaw-dropping to me. So having it all back there with the preparation, and then they open up the doors and they will release for the buffet. So that keeps it kind of back in this area, and then once we are finished with the dinner, then we can close these doors and the buffet can be cleaned up, again, not in the view of all of the guests, behind the scenes. So that's one great thing about this venue. There's another side over there that you can also have opened and closed. depending on what you're looking for. We've done different things like interactive photo booths and things over there. So that's another thing that you can keep closed until you're ready. Actually, we actually did a band back there for one of our shows. We partnered with a band, and so we had the doors closed, and we were providing the music, and then we opened up the doors, and the band took over for a little bit, and then we went back and forth. So again, another great opportunity at this venue that we have those doors that can close and open depending on what your floor plan and what your desire is for your event. And food stations, yes. Food stations. We can't speak highly enough about Elite Catering. Their food stations are incredible too. Themed food stations was my favorite, I gotta be honest. The couple did a lot of traveling, and so the food stations were themed off of the places that they had been. That was incredible. I want to also mention that the location that we have, this is a makeshift camera. I kind of want to just point this out in the streaming. We are just, like I said, testing areas, but this camera is live, and so we would have stationary cameras when we did our streaming. Just because we only have 2 people doesn't mean that this camera is not capturing a wide angle view of the room and can still capture the things that we needed to capture. Now, we have it kind of propped up there. During an event, we would either have it hidden or on a proper mic or stand. But I just wanted to let you know this is kind of how we would be doing things if you only chose the option to have 2 cameramen, and we would do something like this. So moving on through, we have the bar area here. So right inside here is where the bar is often at. So again, the experience of this is very, very important. So I can't think of one time I've just pictured or just had a table set up in there that's skirted or something like that. It's always been this grand presentation of the bar, and they're able to do this in this room because they have a room kind of dedicated to it and all the resources and everything in this room. So right now there's a bar set up in there. There's a greenery bar that they do. There's a mirror bar sometimes that they put up there. So there's a lot of different options here at the Masonic as far as what your bar is going to look like. And it's a great place to kind of keep it separate. The line that forms sometimes is kind of out of the way. It's not in everybody's way. So again, another great thing about this venue is that bar area outside. And we're not going to the places today, but there are so many ceremony locations in this venue that I've been here countless numbers of times, and I think I still am surprised by seeing different venue locations. So we're not going to them today, but again, another bonus for the Masonic Temple is all of the venue locations that you can have. I'm sorry, all the ceremony locations that you can have inside this venue. So one more thing before we end this live stream test is going to be the balcony. Now the balcony runs throughout the entirety of the inside venue, the main hall here. And the balcony is a popular place for cocktail hours, for any mingling or of any kind like that. It's also the place that we like to have our guests come to, the banisters, when we do your first dance. So the first dance happening down here with all of the people around. And they will be viewing you from up here, all in your first dance. We can do introductions, we can do other things, but it's a great option to be able to add into the timeline. Again, at Legacy Event Group, we have the 2 wedding professionals, so we coordinate things and we're able to do things that are keep the timeline going and keep everything on track by having the DJ behind the DJ booth and the MC running everything. So the balcony up there, we can have sound up there for the cocktail hour, and the first dance down here, very popular option here at the Masonic Temple. I say Masonic Temple, sometimes this is the Masonic Center is actually, I think, the proper name and what it's referred to online, old school Masonic Temple. So I'm going to show you one more thing, and that's going to be our production. So this entire time, you'll probably notice in the background of the other streams, we have seen Adam. We have seen him making the switches, and we have seen him making the changes, and today you haven't seen him. Well, one of the things that we're able to do, because we're all working as a team, and this is including working with Agape Media when they have their professional photographers, we are able to hide the production part of this behind curtains, behind backdrops and things like that. So as long as we can get our signal out to connect to our cameras, then we're going to be great to be able to hide, and we want to do that. We don't want it out in the open like that. So behind the scenes, we have Adam, and for this test, we've actually put him smack in the center, and we're going to be looking at this side and the other side, I believe. And so from this side, the head table is usually here, and he is right on the other side of this curtain. So this is going to be like an Oz reveal, but if I open up these curtains, there is Adam sitting with our temporary production location. So again, this is a great way to be able to live stream, get it out to any guests that can't be here for whatever reason, or those high-risk individuals. Unfortunately, I feel like we're going to be dealing with the COVID-19 for an extended period of time, and there's always going to be high-risk individuals. So this is a great option for them also to be able to get every event out to them, and they can feel like they're there with our live stream. If you have any questions or anything, get with us. We're going to be going to our next venue here in a little bit. Again, my name is Sean from Legacy Event Group. We are partnering with Agape Media, Jason and his crew. So if you have any questions or you'd like to reserve our live stream options, please contact either one of us and we'll set you up. All right, I think we're good. Another successful test. I got to come up with another dance for the next one.